and blue will be the first to serve. Into the net right away. Graham, what are you looking to see early from these two teams?
For UC Irvine, they're fresh off a game where they outblocked the top blocking team in the nation. They have no fear. Look for them to stay energetic even when they're down. And for the Bruins, just playing the game that got them to be hosting here as the #1 seed.
Irvine in as an at-large bid. They're 19-8 on the year. That was Ska serving. Micah Wong-Diallo played only 5 matches last year. Now a clear-cut starter, a scorer out of the middle.
With Wong-Diallo, the athleticism just jumps off the court.
Here is Wong-Diallo, 8 in blue. Cameron Costi will work it to the Big West Freshman of the Year, none other than Andre Jokanovic. And Irvine head coach David Niffen looks on. His team, while being the head coach, has reached the NCAA semifinals 3 times, 2013, 2015, 2024. Winning today would be #4 for him. Throw it out for Rama, and that is scooped up by Shane Aiken. The block was there. Rowan up there along with Cam Thorne. Thorne has led his team in blocking in 4 out of the last 5 matches.
It's a bit of a shank on the receive from UCI. That gives time for the Bruins blockers to collect and collapse.
The 3-time All-American. Here's Rowan, big server. Options available. Trevor Clark gets the score, the transfer from San Diego Mesa College, the 6'10 junior.
We're starting this game on 10, Brian. Andrew Rowan with no fear, even in a game that's been so close between these two programs over the past seasons, and this one especially, they're still going for it.
And going for that serve was Jokanovic last night. He had 2 aces, also had 2 block solos. That was huge. You mentioned Irvine out-blocking Penn State last night. The best blocking team in the nation, the Nittany Lions. Hanging up there, and that wasn't the most aesthetically pleasing of sequences, but it worked for Clark. John Hawks, year #2, head coach for UCLA. His team gone all the way to the national championship match and lost last year, hoping for the breakthrough in season 2. Clark is serving to Christopher Conley. David Decker bringing the firepower, the red shirt junior from Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
There are just so many places for Andrew Rowan to go with this ball. That time sets it over his head, and Decker brings the fire.
Cam Thorne, 2-time ABC first-team All-America selection, will serve at Jokanovic. Andreas Brink had to go with the offhand, and the point will belong to UCLA off the attacking errors. They try to figure things out with that connection.
Just looked out of sync there for the Anteaters, and they were arguing for an interference, still trying to get that point, but it'll go to the Bruins.
The Bruins have won their last 9 matches. For the second service error, as Irvine all square at 5.
David Niffen told us before the game that this is a UCLA team that doesn't make a lot of mistakes. Well, already we've seen 2 service errors.
And another one, this one from William Darcy, who went 13 of 26 last night, a double-digit kill outing. Here's Decker. Over 50 aces on the year, and that one does not find the court. You've got Decker and Rowan each with over 50 aces of their own this season.
That's why it's shocking that we're starting this game this way. Both teams a little bit loose right now.
Andreas Brink, the freshman from Denmark, serves. Conley got underneath that one. Sean Kelly got denied. Costi was there along with Micah Goss, and they are in synergy for the stop.
It's not the best receive from UCLA, and the Anteaters, while the Bruins were fumbling around, were ready for that block.
Rowan will look Kelly's way, and Brink was right there in zone 6. Darcy exhibiting the firepower as he laces one down the line. Hit over 400 last night, and he's picking up right where he left off.
How about the reverse flow from the setter there? Cameron Costi going up over his head and giving enough time on that set for his hitter to get in position.
In position to swing was Micah Wong Diallo. He airs. That is 4 straight points for Irvine.
You can feel the momentum is absolutely on the visitors' side early here.
UCLA.
And Niffen, he's still got the attitude like he was a player, and he coaches that into his team. That's why you see this UCI squad. They've got no fear no matter where or who they have to play.
We were talking about Cameron Costi. He took the shot to the face last night, and we spoke with Coach Niffen about that. He said Costi is totally fine, ready to play, no lingering effects. Micah Goss off a trampoline, and he moves that shot wide of the mark. No touch.
Razor thin margins. We're going to be saying that all night long here in Pauley Pavilion. The blocks on UCLA forced that shot to go out of bounds, had nowhere else to put it.
Kelly bringing the heat. Unsuccessful with that serve. The Bruins are 12-0 at home during the regular season, and they have won the last 12 meetings against UCI. The sophomore in Goss preparing to serve out of Santa Barbara. This one is not going to be returned. Micah Goss bringing it.
Listen to this place. You'd think we were at the Bren, the way the Anteater fans are making noise, and they deserve it. No chance of stopping that serve from Goss.
Irvine, as a team, they're averaging 1.53 aces per set. That is 17th in the nation. He is looking for that tight target in zone 5 in the corner. Airs with a very aggressive type of serve.
Both sides going aggressive, to be sure, on the serves. 4 service aces apiece for these teams as the match keeps flowing. Get ready to see some longer rallies.
Micah Wong Diallo serves at brink. Cameron Costi goes on 2, and it's the 4th straight match he's had at least 1 kill.
And that's why you gotta stay aggressive on the serve. UCLA lets off the break for 1 second, and immediately the Anteaters get the side out.
12 serving 9. Too strong there. A total of 9 service errors combined. Vukanovich got a swing, and then Kelly with a little razzle-dazzle to Zach Rama, the 2 top point scorers on the team, coming up with touches 2 and 3.
It was only a matter of time before we called this guy's name. Zach Rama was there on the defensive end, part of that 2-man block for the Bruins. Just seconds later, levitates up for the kill.
Levitating up for a big-time swat. Trevor Clark, who leads the Big West, coming in at attack percentage at .511.
You can already feel the energy just bubbling off this game, and we haven't even gotten into the flow yet.
Off speed from Jokanovic at Conley. Kelly, a misfire. No touch, and Kelly having a hard time getting in a rhythm.
Neither team really setting up their outsides or opposites like they would like right now. Give credit to both teams' defenses. The blocking assignments are on. There's nowhere to put it.
Finally got it again with a reception. That's Aiken diving after it. Darcy closes it out by taking on the double block, and Will Darcy is 2 for 2.
The dig by Aiken sets it all up, and that is just too much space for a player of Darcy's caliber on the right side.
Kelly with a good touch off the reception. Zach Rama, cross-body attempt, no touch, but they are going to the Bruins challenge, and they think that they make a good argument for reversing the call. So we are going to see our first challenge. Each team is allotted 3 challenges, and if you win the challenge, you get to keep it.
It was a confident challenge call for John Hawks and UCLA. Taking another look, Rama going up. To me, you can see that changed trajectory. I think this one will get overturned.
Mark and Darcy were up there, as you can see it from the net cam.
Looked like just off the forearm of Darcy there on the outside.
Our down official is Chris Hahn. He is taking a look at the video evidence to see if there is indisputable evidence to make the change.
Right there, you can start to see the ball spinning a little bit differently. Is that enough to overrule the call on the floor? I'm not sure.
They say that when you have instant replay, that it's supposed to make your job easier. I'm watching that, and I think it's even harder to make that decision.
When we saw it in real time, Brian, I thought I was sure about it. When we slow it down, I get unsure.
Counterintuitive technology in this particular setting. As we continue to think through this last point.
I think you can see there, it's very slight, but it looks like the trajectory of the ball is changed a bit there by Darcy. Here's a great look right down the sideline. And I think that ball may even be in without that interference from Darcy and the Anteaters.
You think so?
Yes.
To me, it looked like you could be onto something, but it looked a little bit wide. But I think what they are looking at, the challenge is going to be focused on the net touch, or to see if there was a touch.
It's fitting that this is our first challenge of the day.
After all of that, nothing is going to change. So not enough seen to make the overturning of the call.
It's fitting, Brian, because this is what we're seeing through this first set so far. Good sets for the hitters, but nowhere to put it. Great defense by UCI on that last point.
Cam Thorne is not going to see that shot get defended as the Bruins end another 4-0 run for Irvine.
It is just unfair when UCLA can feed #1 up the middle like that through the legs of Jokanovic.
Rossi to Clark, off of Rowan. Aitken diving after it. Brink on 2. Grittiness and hustle incarnate for Irvine.
The Anteaters are gonna go right at the Bruins star setter, Andrew Rowan, twice in a row. He got the first dig, the second one he could not get up.
Or coming up short there. This is the 9th all-time NCAA appearance for UC Irvine. They last won a national title in 2013. That was the first year when David Niffen was the head coach.
I think Niffen will be very pleased with how his team has performed so far in this first set. He told us UCLA doesn't make mistakes, we do. Well, so far both teams making mistakes.
A high ball to Darcy. Rowan has options. 2 kills now for David Decker, who is hitting over 300 on the year.
It's easy to see why Decker's hitting so good. We know that he brings the power. That time eases off a bit and opts for placement.
Trent Taliaferro steps in to serve, number 9 in blue. Awfully close, and it just didn't quite sink in front of the baseline.
Bruins were quick to go to the pinch server, and it doesn't go their way. Huge opportunity for UCI here.
A case of maybe Darcy thinking a little bit too much on what he wanted to do there.
We saw both sides start with ultra-aggressive serves. They've both since eased off, and still the service errors are piling up.
It's Decker forcing the overpass and then getting the first touch. Sean Kelly blasts away. He is 8th in the nation in attack percentage at .396.
Hard work that time for Decker. Digs up the return on his own serve and sets it up on the other side.
Decker 3rd in the nation in number of aces with 53. That's Goss with the left hand. Kelly goes left hand. Right in front of Chris Conley. A cerebral decision, a prudent play for the beach volleyball standout, the freshman from Denmark, Brink.
And that's a beach volleyball move right there, pushing it down, but does so with enough force so it dives and dies on the court.
Andreas Brink. And out of the backcourt, Zach Rama executes the kill, averaging 3.62 kills per set.
The Bruins' best attacks today have been coming up the middle. That time, Rama operates from the back row.
Options for Kosti. Jokanovic takes it into the block, and then it hits the antenna. That would be an 8th assist for Kosti. Irvine has not beaten UCLA since 2017. In disarray off the Goss serve, but then nobody covered the middle of the court. The roll shot was a thing of beauty.
The Anteaters thought they got away with one. It's a shank on the receive, but Rama moves all the way again to the middle of the court and finds the opening.
Grayson Bradford, the ABCA High School Player of the Year in 2025, is in to serve. Manhattan Beach. Clark got spoon-fed, and it's all about the crispness of the pass to set up the big man.
Anteaters taking a page out of the Bruins playbook, going up the middle. Clark has been the star of the show so far for the Anteaters.
Here's Kosti. Rowan trying to link up with Rama. Jokanovic will take it on 2. Darcy into the block of Thorne, and he was right next to him, Zach Rama, and Darcy towering over the block, and the Bruins. This great trajectory. He wishes it was just the start of the conference season.
So refreshing talking to Niffen. He's so straightforward. He acknowledges that UCI is not getting the top recruits in the nation like UCLA does consistently, and they do not care. He says, we're all we got, we're all we need. UCLA, he said he hasn't seen them 25-0 anyone this year. They can get 1 point or 2. He said he's not much of a math guy, but it sounds like the Anteaters can hang, and they're doing just that and more.
That they are up by 4. Kosti out of the timeout with the offering. Aitken will step into set. And Darcy got denied that time. Aitken was a setter in high school. He had to play that second touch. The Bruin block was there.
Disorganized on the attack here. They don't get their setter toss in that time. Darcy doesn't have enough momentum to power through.
Rowan the serve. The offense will go to Rama. He'll get the call again. Darcy with the left hand, the cover, and it ricochets off of Clark. The Bruins are starting to hold things down, protecting the
hand, Brian. 6 service errors already for the Bruins.
Jokanovic, tough one. Leads to a put down out of the middle. Off the overplay for Clark, and 4 set points matriculate for the visitors. Irvine.
5th kill of the day for Clark. Looked like we were in for a joust, but Rowan could not get up to the net in time.
Conley handling the firepower off that serve. Kelly. Nobody, according to Coach Hawks, spent more time in the weight room this offseason than Kelly. Said he was addicted to the weight room, and you can see by that live arm.
I wouldn't want to spot him at the gym, Brian.
Over on one. Frosty and Jokanovic looked at each other, and Cam Thorne got the conversion. A mini run has let the team know, hey, we're pretty good even though we're young.
The identity of this UCI team is that of the underdog, anteater, played in such a tough conference all year long. We're constantly snubbed as far as the top rankings go, and they're showing they are not done playing. And like Coach Niffen told us, their best volleyball is ahead of them. This is a program trending way up.
A 3rd set point upcoming as Zach Rama toes the service line. Clark dug by Chris Conley. And off a bump set, Sean Kelly, problem solving at its finest. Hits an out of system ball for a score.
I thought Sean Kelly was trapped here. 3 blockers are waiting for him. How does he make it through? Aims low and off the arm of Clark. Excellent placement.
Serves to Brink this time. Darcy. What a get from Rama. The joust. Thorne has to set. Transition opportunity for the Anteaters. Kept alive. Rama tried, but too good in the end. Brink converts despite Herculean-like effort from the Bruins. They often commute to work together. They both live in the OC. Here's Brinks, who had the set-clinching kill. Bringing the heat, Sean Kelly. The Bruins starting out strong.
Team high 4th kill already for Sean Kelly, and you knew he was going to come with some fire after dropping that first set.
Here's Rowan. Serves Aitken. Jokanovic is dug by Kelly and center back. The Decker with a big swing. Thorne, and skywalking up there was Rama. Off a quick set, a line drive set to Goss. He still is without a kill. Bruins playing scrappy. Rowan misses on the serve. Service errors for both teams in that first set were troublesome.
Both squads had 7 service errors each now at this point, and a few attack errors on each side, but at the end of that set, that long rally, that's what we're going to be in for the rest of this match. Both offenses are starting to wake up.
Coming in there and recovering was Decker. A one-handed up by Conley. Rama into the block. There was cover there if needed, but Rama got the job done. That set was off, and still the Bruins managed to keep the ball going.
Incredibly scrappy ball that the Bruins are playing right now. You don't often see Thorne fly through and not end in a kill, but the Anteaters just letting the Bruins play. It feels like they've got them on the back foot right now.
I misspoke. That point actually going to UCI, so it is 2-all. There's an ace. It's the second for Irvine. The Bruins don't have one yet.
There's plenty of ways to get a service ace, but only one if you're Mr. Micah Goss. That's to hit it real hard, and I think that's the fastest ball we've seen today.
Coach Kniffen says that Goss has a wicked arm. Out of system, a scrambling set, and a high ball for Rama. Okanovic having to fall away there and take a swing at it. That is his second hitting error. He is 2 of 9.
Feels like UCLA is targeting the superb freshman. That's why the Anteaters have been going to Darcy and to other attacking options. We've yet to see Jokanovic get going.
Rama serving at brink. Chance here for Thorne. And lays the smackdown as he jackhammers that one to the floor. The Bruins take the lead back.
That's usually what it looks like when Rowan links up with Thorne up the gut. Just nothing you can do about it. Almost a free point.
Thorne is air free on 4 swings with 3 kills. Darcy attacks the defense of Conley, and that is a massive arm swing in his own right for 4 all.
Look at the ball and how it just flattens out, dives down so that even the terrific libero on UCLA, Connolly, has nothing to do about it. He's been flying around, but a lot of times it's not ending in points for the Bruins still.
Jam Thorne side by side with Rowan, and those two in tandem for the score.
He's been perfect today, and the Bruins have needed every single point from Thorne. That time, he fakes like he's going middle and actually goes around the back of Rowan.
Okanovic got the call. He goes inside the block of Micah Wong-Diallo and Sean Kelly.
That's a bad sign for UCLA. As soon as Jokanovic saw that ball hit the floor, he got fired up, went and celebrated with his teammates. That is not what the Bruins need, already down without him going.
Jokanovic, first team All Big West, serves away. Kelly got the job done. He's one of 3 Bruins AVCA Player of the Year semifinalists.
Kelly, Rowan, and Rama have been working together here at Pauley Pavilion so long, it's like second nature where the guy's gonna be.
A jump set behind the head. Conley defends the off-speeder. The set was perfect, the timing as well, and Micah Wong-Diallo sinks his teeth into another kill.
First time we've seen the Anteaters offense a bit out of sync, not the best set, and you can't make mistakes like that against the Bruins.
David Decker is the latest to miss with the serve. Irvine, one of 3 Big West teams to make it to the NCAA tournament. The others, Hawaii and Long Beach State. Wong-Diallo, another high-speed set, and it works again.
The middle has been money for UCLA, whether it's Wong-Diallo or Thorne. The Anteaters can't seem to get up, and the Bruins continue to overpower them at the net.
Jokanovic, Conley the second touch. David Decker bringing the heat. Kelly the layout. Rama meets the high ball. And it shoots through the hands of Costi. Kelly
The Bruins have gotten 4 of the last 5 points. Starting to get hot here in the second.
Goss sneaks it through the hands of the blockers, and Micah Wong-Diallo and Zach Rama, his first kill for Goss, the 6'6" sophomore, 7 in blue.
The chemistry between Costi and Goss jumping off the court there. Costi knows to leave a little bit of air under it, let Goss catch up.
Darcy has an ace, his first on the night, and his 24th, make it 22nd of the year. Or 24, excuse me.
Goes along with 4 kills as well. He's been keeping the Anteaters here in the game.
Cam Thorne will come back in. Michael Ontialo. Puts it to Jokanovic. Andreas Brink, a no-doubter of a kill.
Just great IQ by UC Irvine, realizing that the Bruins are a little light up front in the middle, and that's exactly where they go.
Brink takes aim at Rama. Who then Brink digs Rama. Finally got a paw on it. Rowan going underneath the net to try and save it.
The life of a libero is an unfair one. Connolly has been laying out today. That time again, just able to get an arm up, but too strong from UCI, goes out.
Jokanovic had the kill. He had 7 attacking errors in the last meeting between these two, which was a 5-set win for UCLA on the road. Hit sub 200. That's not something Jokanovic does very often. The freshman of the year in the Big West, and he's sub 200 even tonight, despite his 4 kills. Bruins still without an ace. Irvine has 3 of them. Putting it on a pedestal for Goss. Jokanovic unhinged with his attack attempt and didn't draw anything.
Huge for UCLA. We talked about how they don't have an ace yet. Well, they better play good defense when they don't get one, and they've got Rowan back at the service line. They give him another chance.
We have a challenge there.
If anything, it's gonna be Thorne's left arm, but not enough.
Not enough, and so that's 2 missed opportunities and challenges for Coach Kniffen, who has only 1 remaining at the moment.
Here's our best look. Great discipline by Thorne, keeping those arms back, as well as David Decker up there, both of them pressing the issue and not pressing the net.
Right on down, David Decker and Cam Thorne combining on the stop.
UCLA getting greedy now. Thorne and Decker were affecting the play, but not blocking it directly. They said, no, we want to have hands on the ball.
Conley got underneath that one. On the approach is Rama. Bailing out the Bruins in an out-of-system situation. Count on Rama, 14-10.
This is just excellent reaction from UCLA. The way that Rowan is able to get set, take a few steps back before setting it up in the air with plenty of helium in that ball for Rama to climb up and get it.
It's a 4-0 scoring run for UCLA. Part of the reason Irvine won the first set is that they had 2 4-0 scoring runs, and their play out of the middle. Middle attacking has been, in the first set, there were 5 kills from Trevor Clark in the first set alone. A middle goes to show you how good the passing has been.
It's been excellent, and we've been treated to a few fun, long rallies, but the key here is the Bruins putting in that extra effort to keep Rowan on the service line.
Trying to drop that one in, and still without an ace, the Bruins collectively. Goss had double figures in kills last night. Both middles for Irvine had double-digit number of kills in that 5-set win against Penn State. Multiple aces for Micah Goss, and that man is charged up.
A walking spark plug for the Anteaters, doing a little bit of everything, and just so intimidating from that back line when he's serving.
He has 3 of his team's 4 aces tonight and had the match-securing kill last night. Decker is dug in the cross court. Conley springs into action. Powering it off the block of Jokanovic is David Decker, his 3rd kill.
Not a good idea to give that man multiple chances on the left hand. He'll get one of them.
Rama bringing the heat. Top spin serve this time. And another point given up off the service error going to Irvine. Here's Cameron Costi, his father John, the head coach at Stanford. Misses. His father, by the way, is on hand, sitting in the front row. There he is. You know you've got a great production team behind you because as soon as you say that, Josh and Steve and the rest of the crew, they get you John Costi. The Bruins do it again, blocking behemoths they've become in the 2nd frame.
So intimidating to go up against 6'9" Micah Wong Diallo and 6'9" David Decker right next to him. Not many ways through that.
Costi trying to link up with Clark. Thorne on the run down. We'll try Clark again. Hesitating slightly. He was the one that had 5 first set kills, but it's been a little bit. You know what makes up for it? He has a vertical leap that is, I kid you not, 45 inches.
Ooh. Get him in the dunk contest.
Thorne serving line to Brink. Jokanovic answers on the right side with a first ball side out.
We just said that we needed to see a little more from Costi, the setter, and what does he do but reverse the play and open up the court for his attacker.
There's Jokanovic bringing the heat at Rama. David Decker is scooped by Costi. Aitken too far on the set. Micah Wong Diallo after the Bruins reset and recycle.
UCLA has been the more physical team so far today. Wong Diallo went up for that joust and the Anteaters backed off. He's not backing off.
Got a feeling that David Decker's not going to back off with that serve. Had to reach behind, did Brink. Over on 1 by Costi. Sean Kelly bashes one off the block.
The Anteaters offense is looking out of rhythm. Give all the credit in the world to UCLA's defense, and they've been riding that. Now they're the first to 20 here in the 2nd set.
Sean Kelly is the first to 6 kills. He's pacing all in the match. 6 of 13, hitting .308. Coach Niffen, he's a head coach, but that holds a lot of other roles, like cleaning up mid-match in a postseason event. That says a lot about him.
You can still see the setter, the player in him jumping out. He wouldn't put up for anything that his players wouldn't.
David Decker records the first ace of the night for UCLA, his 54th on the year.
If you want to know a serve's got some serious heat on it, just look when it bounces right off the flat hand and into the ground.
3 straight, and now that run ends as Decker puts one into the net. Bruins over the course of this match are also, Decker almost got to that with his foot, which you can play.
We've seen a lot of odd bounces so far tonight. These are 2 of the top volleyball teams in the nation, to be sure, and just getting out-bounced.
One-handed up by Jokanovic after Decker's attempt, and a free ball sent over. Kelly avoids the block, but he also misses the court. There was no touch there as he went after that ball.
Huge missed opportunity, but look at Darcy getting it all the way back over there. Goss doesn't do very well. It's a free ball for UCLA that they hit out of bounds.
That is Rama torching into a Rowan set. Rama led all scorers with 20 kills in the last meeting between these two.
Feels like it's been a quiet start for Rama, but then you look at the stats and he's already got 6 kills, and we've seen him go over the back a few times tonight. That time, aims a little lower. No one's stopping that from hitting the ground.
Trent Taliaferro stepping in as a serving sub. Darcy dispatching that one. As that one got lost up in the airspace, that's going to leave multiple set points available for UCLA.
And it's the perfect opportunity. They've got, yes, a pinch server in, but with Taliaferro out here, they've also got 2 setters on the floor. If it comes back over the net, they've got plenty of options on offense.
He's also one of the more aggressive servers, is Taliaferro for UCLA. Micah Goss got it quickly on a 31 ball in the gap set and score.
Does that not perfectly represent UC Irvine's team? They're decked like nothing happened.
Running it down is Aitken. One is tight. Pitter-pattered around. Kelly playing in the backcourt. Thorne whiffing, despite attempts with the right and the left hand up the middle.
Not everybody's got the bounce of Thorne where he can take multiple stabs at it. Just a miscommunication there from Rowan.
But he will make up for it, and he comes right over. A great show. In the final point of that second set, it was Thorne going right at Darcy. And luckily, nothing beyond just putting his hands up to guard his face, because that one was coming extremely fast from Thorne to Darcy. Ended up being the set clinching kill.
Brian, I'm not talking about freestyling when I say the Anteater's been going off the dome this weekend here at Pauley Pavilion.
Well,
just gritty stuff.
Your reference is to Cameron Costi, the setter, who yesterday in the opening round took one off the dome, a bloody nose that led to an 8-minute medical timeout. He comes back in, and that leads to a come-from-behind 5-set win against Penn State. Sean Kelly lunging after it. Zach Rama just knifes at it off speed, and that's the court IQ on full display. This is the final point of that last set, and my goodness, Darcy had Thorne come right over there to make sure he was okay. You feel like Thorne saw the scoreboard, said, hey, we're down 1-0, and it's like, what can I do? I got to take matters into my own hands now.
Incredible athleticism. Even with the mistakes he made in the second set, he was still the star of the show.
Rama too strong with the serve. He is 7 of 17, hitting 294. Here's Cameron Costi. Surpassed 800 assists on the season yesterday. Cam Thorne continuing to get it, and he is leading to kills. He is 7 of 8 now.
Rowan and Thorne neuro-linked up right now on the same mental page.
Clark from Costi, and those two conspire on the kill.
Anteaters need a few more conspiracies between them two. They really missed Clark's contributions in the second set.
He had no kills in the second set after 5 put downs in the first, and that was a big reason why Irvine took the first frame. Sean Kelly takes off. And no touch there, an attacking error.
Attacking errors really were the difference in the last set. Irvine had 5 of them in the second. Bruins have 1 now here in the third.
Ball is going over on 1. Costi regroups to Clark. Working together, the middle to setter combination seems to be back where it was in the first set for now.
A little bit of give and go. Clark is the one to receive it, and he's the one to end the point.
Rowan will link up with Decker. Scaling over the block, and again, no touch. Goshan Hawks not satisfied with the call. He wants to challenge.
And Hawks, he went to the referee and was holding his hand up, trying to show the way that it went down, trying to explain the ref his issue with the play.
David Decker was the one who took the swing. He had 2 blockers in front of him. Or was it there in the back court?
That's what they'll look for. Coming right at the freshman, and it looks like from that angle, Jokanovic is too slow. He tried to get his hands up, but ultimately couldn't, and ended up being better.
Challenge doesn't go Coach Hawks and UCLA's way. Irvine maintains the point.
Saw Jokanovic do a little happy dance there, not just because the points, because he's up to serve. One last look, and you can see just a bit too slow, not enough to overturn it.
Jokanovic off the tape, the one-handed up from Rowan. Jokanovic struggling with that out-of-system swing from Kelly. Kelly the kill.
Bruins will be saying ball don't lie after they didn't get that last replay to go over. Just a little awkward for Jokanovic, going right back at the freshman too.
Kelly part of a triumvirate of Bruins with 7 kills. That's Rama losing it off of his platform and out of play. That's Brink.
There's a new life, it feels like, to this UC Irvine team coming out in the third set. They were behind pretty much the whole second, and they look determined to stay ahead here.
All things messed up off the serve. That was just inside the antenna from Kelly. Brink got it again, and he is living it up on center stage in Pauley Pavilion, soaking up this moment as he sees his shot not get absorbed.
The Bruins do not make a lot of mistakes. The fact that they were getting tangled up on their attack, that, Brian, because Coach Kniffen was in jeans and a tee 30 minutes before this game. Does his son change into the suit 30 minutes before as well?
We'll have to ask him in the post-match interview or in the post-match press conference. Bruins needing a point, and they got one right there. Courtesy of Michael Wong Diallo.
Fresh.
Costi goes to Darcy, and Conley with a great up. Zach Rama, the finisher, 8 kills for him. That leads all scorers in the match.
Just a thing of beauty defensively. Players on the ground for the dig, they immediately get out of the way and get in attacking position. That makes it too easy for the star setter, Rowan.
Here's Sean Kelly, 7 of 17. Brink absolutely tattooing that ball, and he took it right above the net too.
With that kill, Brink is getting a few UCI chants here in Pauley Pavilion. Coach Kniffen told us they bust a few fans from the Brennan Irvine here to Pauley.
Right over the top. of the two blockers. That is a smart decision, an astute move for one senior, Zach Rama.
He's the emotional metronome for this team. When he's doing good, the Bruins are flowing quick, and it's great music. And when he's not in that mode, neither are the Bruins.
Costi trying to take it on two. Feeds Brink. 8 kills for Andreas Brink, who came in, he's a freshman, with not a lot of indoor volleyball experience, mostly relying on the beach play. It seems to be paying off, the beach.
Absolutely does. It's a lot easier to jump here on the court than it is on the sand, and you can see the bunnies. Great recognition again with UCLA's main middle blockers rotated out of that position.
The combo play, Costi block solo for the red shirt freshman. And his father, John, looks on with no emotion on his face, as if this is just a thing that is of ordinary nature.
You got a little bit of everything here this weekend, Brian.
And then a ball came in from the court, outside of it. They have to replay that point. Back row blast for Kelly at middle, the phantom attacker.
Picture perfect setup. It all starts with a dime from Chris Connolly to put the UCLA offense in motion.
Rowan serving, 27 assists and still without an ace. The Bruins tallying a total of 14 service errors to the 11 for Irvine.
That was a really big chance for UCLA to go on one of those runs that we saw propel them in the second set. Fantastic side out for UCI, and cherry on top, this guy's back to serve.
Micah Goss. 3 aces tonight for him. That comes up short. Irvine is out acing the Bruins 4-1. That's not something you thought would happen coming in. Vukonovic. And Sean Kelly, good to see he comes right back up, but wow, he ran right underneath, slid underneath the net. And look at David Niffen taking the jacket off to wipe the perspiration off the court. And then one of his own players, Aitken, with the towel. But this guy put him in, coach.
And he got the smile on. Let's see if his son took off the jacket as well. Really impressive on that play, especially from Shane Aitken, turned setter from the libero.
You see that from your coach, and you want to give it all for him. And an ace serve for Costi. After moments ago, he had a block solo.
If you could press on the court where you wanted your serve to go, you'd press right there, that back corner. Excellent placement.
Costi had a season-high 5 aces last night. Decker getting offensive and right in front of Costi for the score. Number 19 in blue.
Great job of identifying the weak point in UCI's blocking that time. Drops it right in the middle.
Clark misses, and the pass was not ideal, and that made things harder for Costi.
It was a shank on the serve, and on the receive on one that was not a particularly tough serve. Anteaters will want that one back.
Clark will get it back, and that one works a lot better for him, his 8th kill.
You've heard of the whoever offense in basketball, going at a guy that can't guard you. Well, the Anteaters are doing the opposite. Wherever Cam Thorne is, go away from there. It's been working in this set.
Vukonovic serving strong at Conley. Kelly is blocked. Decker is not. He hits that ball with such ferocity.
He really does, and just shows how crucial the blocking is for UC Irvine. They got 3 over on the first one, were able to stop it. 2 is not gonna be enough to stop Decker today.
Costi will send it Brink's direction. He is 1 kill away from double digits. He leads his team in put-downs tonight.
Oh, with that goofy smile not leaving his face. What an excellent cut shot. Fakes the defense into thinking he's going to the middle and goes right down the line.
Kelly evades the block, and he has an angle kill. 3 points separating these two teams.
Kill number 9 for Sean Kelly. We saw the defenses run this game to start, now the offenses are flowing.
They're gonna go quick to Goss, who ran a route and wasn't happy with himself and how he handled that.
Forcing the issue right there, tried to go up tempo, and it looked like just a bit too much push in that toss from Costi. Goss wasn't expecting that.
Costi gets in position. Darcy attacks the block. Kelly off the hand of Aitken, and Jokanovic and Aitken both looking at each other like, you've got it, no, I've got it. All of them.
You feel like this UCI team, from the coaching staff, the trainers, the players, even the fans, have just got a little edge to them today. They are fully embracing the underdog role.
Kelly forcing an overpass, or nearly one. Costi to Goss, and that would be a thing of beauty from Goss, from Costi, after a not great set, or not great pass.
Great reaction by the setter, who turns to a finger roll toss to link up with Goss.
We'll go to the outside. Zach Rama converting down the line as Rowan found him for his 32nd assist.
Rama just has so many ways he can hurt you, and that time he sees both of the blockers a step behind him. He uses their hands to his benefit.
Beating the block is Goss. They like to work, Graham, that up-tempo set to him.
They are not afraid of going up the middle, where UCLA's defense is arguably the strongest, but Goss has not been afraid today.
That's Rama forcing the overpass, and what happened there? Oh, a net violation. A point that seemed bleak in terms of being won for UCLA by the start of things.
It was an incredible save of a set by Rowan to go off the court and still line it up.
Got a touch, got a kill. 18 all, our first tie since 3 all after the Anteaters were up by as many as 5.
Oh, it's a real scary sight when he gets going. We've seen him attack in so many different ways. That time goes full force to where the defense isn't.
But keeping the lead, the middles continue to feast for Irvine like they did last night in the opening round.
Micah Goss was launched out of a rocket on that one. Got up so quick, but less the height that he got to, but with the pace he got up there. And he brings that momentum into the serve.
Here's Goss with 3 aces tonight. Sean Kelly, open net, blasts away after Cam Thorne jumped as the decoy.
This is what you come out to see. Both offenses flowing. It's been too long since we've seen the Bruins attack from the back. It's been working great, and this is a fun battle to 20.
Clark is dug and center back by Rama. Kelly gets in a swing. A hand set towards Kelly, smart decision, and it dies right in front of Aiken, and the Bruins have their first lead since 3-2 in the third frame.
Incredible awareness from Kelly. That's why he's got 12 kills.
Clark got it right back, and so many passes are crisp. What can UCLA do in serving it to make it harder to get to the middles for Irvine?
This is just a heavyweight battle right now, Brian. Both offenses going blow for blow. If I had to pick for UCLA, maybe going at the setter, Costi on the serve. That served them well in the second set.
That is Decker. That one will finally get down for UCLA, a team that is hitting .421 on the night, out hitting Irvine .421 to .273. Taliaferro returns as a serving sub. His father Brandon, one of the greats at UCLA as a setter. Clark wanted a touch. None seen by the officials.
And Coach Kniffen was quick to let the ref know he's challenging that one.
You know what I've also noticed about Coach Kniffen, ever since he used his sports jacket to clean the sweat off the floor, he decided not to put the sports jacket back on. I wonder why.
Got to dry clean that joint between.
Looks like we're gonna have a ruling here. So there was a touch, meaning Irvine will take the point.
Oh, how big is that? From a 2-point lead to a tie game. One last look. You can see Diallo, he gets a great leap on it. They will say that it went off his fingertips.
Janovic serves at Conley. Sean Kelly cuts it just inside the block and down in a really sharp type of shot.
Just goes to show, if you want to beat UCLA, you got to knock them out. That's right after we say it's a huge swing where they miss that, they go right back and get another kill.
Getting another kill is Clark. The Bruins without a block in this third set, and Clark is leading to an Irvine revival in the third frame.
Kelly on UCLA and Clark on UCI, both pacing their team in kills. It's been a fun battle to watch.
Upset from Rowan, off of Costi. Double contact against Micah Goss, who had to play the role of setter there after they didn't serve at Costi, but they went with a shot at him, to your point earlier.
Absolutely, that's what got them the second set victory, and it's leading them to the brink of a match point.
Brink gets the call, his 10th kill, and his third match with double-digit number of kills on the year. Every
punch that UCLA throws, it's been him, Brink, bringing the Anteaters back in the third.
Mama attacks. Brink with the left hand, it was tight atop the twine. Nobody took care of Costi. Off a trampoline, exciting the visit. Rig, and Costi came in, played some outside hitter earlier in the year, and now is full-on setter, and wow, what a start he's had.
He looks very comfortable there, and what a boost he's given his squad.
Set point for Irvine to go up 2-1. Micah Wong Diallo stopped in his tracks. Micah Goss played a part in that one, and the Bruins go down 2-1 as Irvine picks up their fourth block of the night.
0:37 in the second, all the way to 5:56 in the third.
Throw-in for Kelly, and they come up the Bruins with a first ball side out.
14 now, 14 kills for number 12, and they're all going off that left.
Here's Decker. Misses the serve. The Bruins have missed 15 serves, and Decker has the team's only ace. Three aces for that man right there, Micah Goss. He has 3 of his team's 5. With Tawong Diallo. Jukanovic, and Conley takes the kill away. Kelly terminates down the line. He's been his team's top point scorer, coming in 5 of the last 6 matches.
And he's the top point scorer today because there's just so many places he can take the ball once he's up there in the air. That time went right over the head of one of the 2 blockers waiting for him.
Kelly serves Brink. And then gets underneath an attack from Clark. To the safety valve, Zach Rama. That is freelancing at its finest for the Bruins.
You said it, Brian. Safety in the hands of Rama. Just throw it his way and he'll find a way.
Here's Sean Kelly. He had the walk-off ace in the MPSF final last week against USC. He'll have an ace right there, right on cue. The second for the Bruins in the match.
You just had a feeling that John Hawk's team was gonna shoot out of a cannon after dropping that 3rd set.
Aitken has to set. Jokanovic with fervor attacking the block of Wong Diallo and Rowan.
Even in a relatively slow game for him, Jokanovic still up to 8 kills now, and doesn't matter how he gets it as long as he does.
Zach Rama pretty sure that there was a touch. John Hawk says, let's take another look at it, and that's what we're going to do. The Bruins will go forward, which will be hosted by UCLA starting next weekend. There was a touch, so a smart decision to challenge for UCLA.
And neither coach too afraid to throw out a challenge. Hawks has been nailing his so far.
Michael Wong Diallo. The junior, number 8 in blue. Off of Thorne. The shot from Trevor Clark. 12 put downs for number 12.
Big time for the Bruins defense, where they're coming off a set where they had 0 blocks. Great way to start this 4th.
Jokanovic is unsuccessful with the serve. Just a freshman from France, 6'7". It's Rowan teeing off. Off of Kelly. Conley. Clark waves his hand, and it's Conley underneath it. Decker misses with an open net down the line. That one stings for number 19.
Well, I thought that point was going to be over twice because it was a great setup for the setter on Irvine, Costi, and just didn't quite get the toss correct. That gave a open chance for UCLA, and as you said, Decker will not miss many of those.
Here's Clark. Off of Rama, and an ace of the float serve variety.
Clark continues to have his fingerprints all over this match. Doesn't matter where. He's making his impact felt.
That's Rama trying something innovative there. Wrist away and slightly off course.
And it looks like the right idea. It starts with a really strong dig from Sean Kelly. They were able to get it outside to Rama, but not quite enough for the kill.
Free ball conceded over by Darcy. Sean Kelly, an explosive, electrifying arm swing after Thorne jumped as the phantom attacker.
The Anteaters have had no answer for the back row attack for the Bruins, but you can't blame them because Thorne is such a threat there at the middle block as well.
Gosti will go Brink's way, and a no-look down the line, punishing put away.
His confidence is growing and growing as this game goes on. It's to the point where they know you're going to be going against multiple blockers. They're still confident tossing it to Brink.
Thorne got fed right up the middle and got a green light to get offensive.
The Bruins need to keep their attack central. It's been so money for them tonight. When it gets to Thorne, he just levels it so quick.
Thorne digs Goss out of the middle. There's Kelly, who ascends into the sky and puts one down while levitating in the air. Thorne catching the net. Here's Brink. Kelly and the cover. Two Bruins collide. What a get from Rowan. Conley. Kelly into blocking trouble as Costi and Goss seal the stuff.
Micah Goss, as soon as he put that ball in the ground, went and calmed down the UCLA crowd. A wild rally ends in the Anteaters' favor.
David Decker is not going to see that one dug, and he brought the firepower off of that one.
He hit this one so hard it landed at my feet, Brian. Incredible power.
Decker misses. So Thorne and now Decker serving to the line, and they both catch the net with that type of serve in that direction.
30 service errors between these two teams. Not what we were expecting between these two squads. Every other part of the matchup has lived up to the billing.
Out is the serve. Lead goes back to UCLA. Bruins have never trailed in this fourth set. An overplay off the Kelly serve. Rowan on two. Conley, not the greatest of touches, but Rowan will pay it off.
Rowan saw Costi end the last set with that going on two and said, I want to get on that setter fun.
Sean Kelly broad jumps and meets that ball at its apex, but overhits.
Brian, the reason we're seeing so many service errors is the huge mutual respect between these two teams. A simple serve over the net is not going to do it against this opponent.
Rowan will try Decker. The one-handed up from Brink. Darcy. Rowan has options. A touch and a tip and pulling off the net, but not enough for Darcy. Rama is so creative with his shot making.
If you're UC Irvine, you cannot let Rama get going. He's just too creative on the attack. That time sells like he's going hard the whole way and hits him soft.
Coach Hawks telling us about Rama and saying he's an amazing competitor. Doesn't have the loudest voice out there, but he leads by example, and when Zach speaks, the players listen. Michael Wong Diallo, 5 of 9, hitting .333 serves. Roman Rama, a punishing, crushed set. Rama has 16 kills.
And that's just experience right there. Jokanovic doesn't get the footing right. It's a little bit of a tricky position to get the toss at, and Rama shows him how it's done with a perfect run-up.
A one-handed up from Wong Diallo. Costi double clutching, and Wong Diallo got another one-handed stab on it. Free ball shoveled over to Clark. The block was up. To the outside. Pitter-pattered around. The joust. Jokanovic denied by Rama, who stares that man down. Los Angeles at Pauley Pavilion. UCLA in the 4th frame leading 15-11 against UC Irvine. Off of Rama. Winning the 50-50 ball. Darcy is denied. Sean Kelly not to be denied.
Are you not entertained? The rallies are rolling now, but not as much. He told us, their coach Niffen told us they haven't 25-0'd anyone this year, but you can see the Bruins just will not stay down for long.
Darcy has been quiet offensively. He does convert. The Bruins won the 2nd set, and they are leading the 4th set because of their defensive prowess. In this 4th frame, they are out-digging Irvine 12-5, and they were out-digging Irvine in the 2nd set, too. That's Rama shooting it down the line. Aiken the setup. Connolly running it down. David Decker. His balance taking him towards the pin, and he lays in the sledgehammer.
You won't see a better example of defense turning to offense. Great blocking there by Thorne and Rama, so that the only place that Irvine can hit it is right to the libero Connolly, and the offense just rolls after that.
Costi trying to link up with Brink. A step out for Darcy. Couple of touches from Thorne to Rama. The problem-solving maestros the Bruins have become in the 4th set. 49 assists, 4 digs, and a block, and 1 kill. Serving off course, still without an ace.
Feels strange to say this, Brian, but the fact that the Bruins have a 5-point lead here and they haven't even gotten an ace from the leading service ace getter in the nation.
Yeah, he's the best in the nation when it comes to aces overall. And they're trading service airs now, not what Irvine wants, considering where they are in the 4th set scoreboard. Jokanovic, that is what you get for putting up a simple float serve across the net.
And the freshman for the Anteaters needed that. We've seen him run up on the ball a few times this set particularly and look out of whack. Well, the run-up was perfect. He wasn't missing that time.
Thorne with the left hand as Aiken hustles after it. Brink, 12 kills. He got the top of the block.
Crafty move there from Brink. That's something you can't really practice too much on the beach. going up against two blockers at the same time, but he looks natural.
Marcy bringing the heat. He'll defend the off-speed shot from Kelly. Conley underneath it. Kelly brings it back in. Rowan Conley. Kelly. Somehow the Bruins escape.
When the Bruins decide they're getting a point, they are an unstoppable force. Just continue, never laying off the brakes, and even when they just got to get it over the net on a third, they never go easy.
Brink captures his 13th kill. That ties him with a season high of 13 he had back in April against CSUN.
Anteater's got to go right now. You cannot let this go to a fifth set. Now is the time for a run.
David Decker, and then Conley over on one off the cover. Things in disarray on the Irvine end. Almost brought back in, and you have to use some sharp reflexes to handle those fiery balls going back and forth from one side to the other.
Known waiting for you in the semifinals if they can make it.
Sean Kelly, a mammoth Goliath-like put down off a 50th dime from Andrew Rowan, the three-time All-American.
Rowan diving deep in his bag of tricks, uses Wong Diallo as a excellent
to the floor. And Rama takes advantage. Goss had hit the deck, lots more open space in front, and Rama takes advantage.
Goss was a little slow to get up, and Kniffen was very aware. It looks like just couldn't boost up off the court, and that's way too easy for Rama. He'll go through three blockers. He'll go through none just as easy.
If you're wondering why Coach Kniffen doesn't have his sports jacket on, it's because earlier in the match, there was some sweat on the floor, and he took his sports jacket and used it to wipe off the wetness on the court. And since then, he hasn't put that shirt or that jacket back on.
I don't think it's going back on. We're at the point of no return, and he tells his guy up the middle, Goss, who's been excellent today, tie that left shoe a little bit tighter, let's run it back.
And there's that jacket.
Safe.
Gusty links up with Jokanovic, the Big West Freshman of the Year.
Give a lot of credit to this young man. Struggled in the first half of this game, and he has really turned it around here in the fourth set.
Jokanovic, one of three Anteaters, double-digit number of digs, or excuse me, number of kills. Kelly is blocked, and the cover from Decker. He took his time, assessed what was in front of him, and then carved it down the line. A prudent decision from the sophomore.
You wouldn't guess that it was UCLA's libero that got that toss up. Just shows how they are never giving you a point for free.
Kelly, ace to bring up set points. And an opportunity to force a fifth frame. Coach Kniffen calling for time.
Will never give you a free pass. They'll always trying to hit it hard. They'll never just get it over the net. And smart timeout by Kniffen. They need to stop this run right now.
Sean Kelly was set points, and he really revved up the speed on that serve.
Well, the timeout worked for Kniffen. The Anteaters have another chance. They've got Costi on the service line. They cannot go to a fifth set. They've got to try and end it here.
We're going to a fifth set, and for the third time between